Hi, good afternoon. This is eBike Bird again on another ride. Beautiful day, not too hot, not too cool. Doesn't look like there's much wind. Again, I'm on my Event and Adventure Point 2, 26-inch fat tire. Front shocks, the Suntour Pro seat, not seat, but seat post, giving me the shocks and a smooth ride I like. Also, I am wearing my fingerless gloves, a good pair of shoes, well, not a good, but pair of shoes, and my UV absorbing shirt, and my helmet, which is rated for class 3. Doing a little street riding. I'm in the bike lane. I have my rear view mirror. You can't see it on the video, but it's on my left handlebar extension. Some of the mirrors you get will ride further in on the handlebar, but then when you look at them, you get a view of your left shoulder. So it doesn't bother some riders, I know, which is fine. But when I look at the mirror, I don't want to have to shift my body or move my arm. I just want to glance at the mirror to see what's coming up behind me. But everybody has their druthers. So what's good for me may not be good for everybody else. But safety is the first thing. I know people who don't wear helmets. That's their call. Once again, this is a class 2 e-bike. Has a throttle, 750 watt rear hub motor, which is legal on Minnesota trails. 750 watt motor is the biggest motor you can have on Minnesota trails. I'm on a street, so it's not the biggest I could have on the street. Class 2, the motor takes me up on a pedal assist and or throttle, which I am on throttle. Takes me up to 20 miles an hour, and then it cuts out. Which, the kind of riding I do, 20 is plenty fast. I rarely do 20 on the trails. Now you see me below a stop sign here, if you remember my comments before that in August of 23. August of 23, Minnesota passed the Idaho stop law, which means I do not have to come to a full stop at a stop sign, but I do have to observe and yield. They call it the Idaho stop law. I'm going down one of my favorite trails here. We go down this, we come back up this. And I'm only doing about 9 or 10 miles an hour, which is fast enough of these blind curves. I don't want to come up behind somebody, and like I think I see someone in front of me, I'm not sure. Yeah, sure enough. On your left. Thank you. I think she saw me, but I know she heard me because she moved a little bit. Once again, pedestrians have the right of way. When I ring my bell and I'm announcing on your left, I'm not telling them to get out of my way. I'm just announcing to them that I am coming up and that I'm going to pass them on the left, and I'm going to drop my speed down considerably as a courtesy, and also if they didn't hear me. Sometimes they'll have the earbuds, so I'll see a wire coming off of each ear, which tells me they probably can't hear me. But I want to be able to swiftly maneuver out of the way. Beautiful day, a little bit cool on the air here. Though it looks like the lake is calm. This is a rather steep hill, so I'm gonna give her some throttle going up here. That's quite steep, like I've mentioned before. The two things that the video doesn't show you, this isn't where I wanted to turn, so I'll go back. Watching where we're going here, what's coming. I get through so many twists and turns, I don't know which ways I want to go. Yeah, we'll get back on track by going up to the left. Oh yeah, the two things that video does not show is the speed. On the video it looks like I'm going a lot faster than I actually am. Right now I'm doing 13. Probably looks like on the video I'm doing over 15. I'm not. And the other thing is, like, this is quite a steep grade down, and the video does not show the grade of the angle up or down. It always looks pretty level, but actually it isn't. Some recumbents. Hi there. Don't see too many of those. Looks interesting to ride. Can't say if it is or not because I've never ridden one. And as mentioned before, I want to re-emphasize the most probable times you're gonna fall is not while you're riding, but while you're when you come to a stop. That's when you're more prone to fall. Here we go, someone coming at me. It's all right. When they're coming at me like that, I pretty much assume they can see me. Yes, I remember that was a pretty steep ridge in the road there, but they've been taking pretty good care of the trail here. And I hear discussions on different riders of what the perfect bike is. You know what the perfect bike is? I don't know. Go on back, that boy. That squirrel, he came out and went back. Good. The perfect bike is the bike that's perfect for you. So it's personal. Everyone's different. I think on the 20-inch, they have lower center of gravity, and I think they're a little easier to maneuver in tight spots or U-turns. I've probably mentioned before, several years ago, kids, they looking, yeah, they see me, I think, kinda. The fat tires were originally snow tires for mountain bikes. And over the years, they kind of developed into an all-weather, all-year, all-season tire. And that's what I have on here is 4-inch, 26 4-inch fat tire, so I can ride gravel or whatever. But the 4-inch tire also eats up a lot. It acts as a lot of shock absorbent. But what's the perfect bike? I don't know. It's going to vary. What's perfect for you? If your local bike shop will more than likely let you test ride bikes, so you can kind of get the feel, even though it's only in the parking lot. You can kind of get the feel. Personally, I think you need the front shocks. I had one rider once, he was a road rider. He said the front shocks, it's a lot of weight you don't need. Well, I think he's probably right for a road bike. And he's doing 18, 20 mile an hour or more on the road. It probably is weight you don't need. So, but for the kind of riding I do need them. Up curbs. See, this is really a blind. So I went into that one really slow. So for me, my personal opinion is I do need those front shocks. They smooth out the bumps quite a bit. And the Sun Tour seat post, which is an addition, also has shocks on it, which helps smooth out the bumps on my rear end. So, whoa, there's quite a ridge. Whoa. So the bike handles pretty good for me. maybe you didn't see that up front. It looked like a small squirrel chasing a big gray. It was probably a little red squirrel, a third the size of a gray squirrel. Little red squirrels, I remember hunting squirrels years ago in Wisconsin. Red squirrels run the gray squirrels right out of the woods. They are mean little buggers. Aggressive and mean. I couldn't tell the color of that one, but I'd be willing to bet it was a little red squirrel. But maybe not, I don't know. This is just a beautiful trail. I ride it both ways quite a bit, quite often. I'm glad you're riding along with me. I get good comments on the scenery of the trail, of the woods. It's getting to be mid-October, or mid-August. Mid-October will be here soon enough, but mid-August. I do have the clothes to ride in the winter. Years ago, when I rode my Trek, I rode down to temperatures of 0 on the street. And no, not anymore. But I do have the clothes to ride when it's pretty cold, so I'll probably ride up into November when I'll probably stop riding when it gets into the 40s. Oh, there comes a car, so I will stop and yield. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, he stopped. I waved to thank him. He was being courteous. I stopped so he could go ahead even when he waved me on, so I went ahead. See, it's courtesy. On your left. Oh, we got a line going across there?
No, there's nothing. Nope.
Okay, all right, thank you. I saw a reel in his hand, but I couldn't tell if he had the leash laying on the ground. I didn't want to get tangled up in that. But a little kindness usually comes back. And if it doesn't, that's all right. I do not respond. I do not stop and go back. It just escalates a confrontation. I don't need that. I just go on, write it off. Maybe they had a bad day. These white lines down the center look fresh. I think we got an e-bike coming at us. Maybe not. I think it is. Yeah, it sure is. I got my flashing light on, my night rider. On your left. Oops, kind of curve here. Thank you. He's got earbuds, he can't hear me. So when I see that they have earbuds, I slow down, and because I've had people, after I've rang the bell, announce on your left, I've had them walk right in front of me. On your left. Not usually, but I was slow enough where I could stop. Yeah. Trails for everybody, and the trail pedestrians have the right of way. So I gotta watch and be careful. I would anyway, no matter what the law said. I would do it because it's courtesy and safe, and also because it is the law. Guy looked like he was jogging faster than I could throttle. I don't think I've been on up this trail. I think I took a different turn. It's still the same one. Ooh, that's a pretty rough tenting there. Hate to have hit those without my shock absorbers and fat tires and seat post, because I was really bouncing over those. The only way I could get it even more comfortable would be a full suspension bike, but those take the price way up over $2,000 usually. I really enjoy this. Oops, there we got some I got to come up on. On your left. Excellent, thank you. You too. See, you let people know, you be kind and slow down, let them know where you're coming. They're courteous. That's all it takes. Hi. Can't see the lake on my right here, it's pretty. Take another camera with the 360 lens on my helmet to show you all that, but I'm not quite there yet. I'd love to do it, but I can't afford it yet. One of these days I'll build up my video capability and upgrade my or add to my e-bikes. Hello. Oh yeah, I came back. That's where I thought I was. The opposite direction. I think we'll stop here. There you get a little bit of view of the lake. Very nice. Okay. Alrighty, this is eBike Bert signing off, saying see you on the trails.